Good morning. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. That's Spanish for virgin. This is Guten Tag. Only a woman though. You ask the men how they like it out there in Germany. They say Guten Tag. Guten Tag. No? All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're wondering what See You in the Morning is, it's my horrible idea to get up in the morning and just to give you a little piece of me, what's on my mind, what I be thinking on a daily basis. And it's way too early. I never think this through correctly. It's a lot that's happening. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, but I'm here and I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to give it to you, baby. Give it to you, baby. Oh, oh. Give it to me, baby. This is your first time hearing this, man. You're about to experience something so cold. If you have watched before and decided to come back one more game, one more time, oh, one more time, then I thank y'all so much. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate it. The first thing that I do on today is Hunch Day. It's a Wednesday. That means Hunch Day. I got pictures of myself on my shirt. So today's a hunch day, Wednesday. We're gonna talk about some things today. We're gonna talk about too much. Is it ever too much? Is there such thing as too much? And it's probably not in the way that y'all thought I was gonna be talking about. The first thing I'm gonna do though is speak to everybody. The first three people that speak win medals. First medal, the bronze goes to Tamika Riddick. Now it could be Thomasia. Talma, throw me. It's Miss Riddick is what it's gonna be. Winning the silver is gonna be Crystal Pennell, and winning the gold is Kim Cat Thomas Jones. So welcome you three medal winners to today's episode. Also here today is Crystal Sex Appeal, Katrina Britt, Jackie T. Mitchell, Eartha Garrett, the sheriff, Wilberta Carter, just here to make sure we stay in line a little bit. Yvette Hollins is in the building. My cousin Monica. Yoda, Gabriel Falou is in the building. Guten Tag. Thea O'Neill and Lisa. I have a date with Lisa. I don't actually have a date with Lisa, but that's what they say on the show. I have a date with Lisa. I think Lisa has a whole husband. So I think Lisa's husband would be upset if we had a date. Unless she's into one of those kind of relationships where the husband's like, you date who you want, I date who I want. And is that really a marriage? Is that really a marriage? I had it right. It's pronounced Tamika. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what black people do. But I don't know why black parents relish the fact of naming their kids something normal, but spelling it in a way that nobody will know that it's the normal name. Tamika would have been just fine. You had to spend your whole life explaining to people that Tomecia is Tamika. Your parents could have just named you Tamika and spelled it right, but nope. They had to get funky with it. Get funky with it. JD Martin, don't call me Martin Luther the King, is also in the building. Good morning. Ooh, tuna. Tuna for lunch. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Yes. Guten Tag. Huh? Guten Tag. Guten Tag. It's not Tag. Tag. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Rosetta Tamika said, I'm 48 years old, still explaining my name. That's how parents do. Parents, they don't spell. My children's names are pronounced just like they spell. It's easy. Now, Nyla can throw you off a little bit. People want to throw and then people want to go and she wants to go and make her own name because the name that I sweated and slaved over in a hot stove to come up with, she don't want to be called. Guten Tag, Nyla. I didn't do it. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. So today We are going to quote the great Negro poet Luther Vandross. Luther Vandross has a song in which he says, "Never too much, never too much, never too much, never too much." And so I wanted to discuss, huh? The tomfoolery? Oh, why does Tom have the patent on foolery? What about some Ralph foolery? John foolery? Albert foolery? Albert is a pretty serious name. I don't think you can have a weird Albert. You can have a fat one. Hey, hey, hey. It's fat. Close Deuce's door. Cut that light off in the hallway. Let your bill gonna be sky high. You can cut his light off too. I don't want to wake him up. There you go. What, Big Luther or Little Luther? Ooh, which Luther is better? I think Big Luther is the better Luther. Big Luther's the Luther you want. Nobody wants Little Luther, except for, of course, Freddie Jackson. But nobody else wanted Little Luther. Little Luther gave too much. It was like when he lost the weight, he lost his ability. Like Big Luther, the fat was on his vocal cords in a way that made him soulful. When he got skinny Luther, he lost his larynx fat, and then he wasn't as soulful as he was. Big Luther's what you want. Big Luther was long ago and oh so far away. I don't know what Little Luther song. Ooh, White Michael or Black Michael. It's got to be Black Michael. White Michael gave us nothing. Huh? Well, I would have fainted at the sight of White Mike too, because I know that's a black man, and all of a sudden he was white. You are my lady, Luther. Yeah, Big Luther is a chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. I mean, and that was true. A chair is still a chair. A chair. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's saying which one? Which one? Did Little Luther or Big Luther sing "Dance with My Father"? Dance with my father again. And that's a weird song because I don't think that's a weird flex because not too many men dance with their fathers. There's a lot of stuff men do. I'm trying to think if I ever danced with my son because my son in his latter years sing a song about dancing with me again. It's not natural. It's not natural for a father and son to get in and dance together. Now, father and mother all the time, but that daddy son dance, the father son dance is not the same. You can't have it. It's just not natural. This is not what you want. You can't have the father son. Now, which son? Big Luther song Here and Now. I know he did. Hot and now. I'll take me a burger, drinking cheese. Drink no cheese. That's all I need from Hot and Now. I'll take my burger. No fries, please. No fries, please. Hey, the burger is all I need. When I look at those fries, there I see what happiness means to me. You always wanted to get married to hearing that. Well, you're having a whole wedding in a couple of months. You can have somebody come in and sing hearing that. You can't have Luther come sing it. Well, just because he's dead. You didn't know Luther wasn't. Luther's gone. Luther's been dead. Luther was dead before Whitney. Okay, you know what? You just make your Nutella sandwich. I don't. This is why she has to leave. This is why I'm getting a Stolfus. You got to go. So this has been coming. So we started all of this by saying never too much, and apparently there was too much because Luther decided to lose weight. Never too much. I'm gonna lose some. Never too much, but I'm gonna lose some. I don't know what it was with that. You gotta be comfortable in your own skin. I talk about men doing stuff. Man to man dancing is not what you want. You never really dance with another man. Man to man dancing ain't what you do unless you're in the community. If you're in the community, you can go ahead and do man to man dancing. Luther died in 2005. Apparently, you can do man to man dancing. Yes, Nyla. Good call. Well, that's what we were waiting for. We were like, can the world deal with both Luther and Nyla? And then once Luther was gone, I was like, all right, time for me to bear some children, and that's what I did. That was it. That was my thought process. I forgot what I was saying. You don't do man to man dancing. It's just not. I want all the fellas in here to think: has there ever been a time where you dance with another guy? I don't think any guy in here can come up with a time that they just dance with one of their boys. Women dance with each other all the time. What women do. Women dance with each other and their selves. There's nothing worse than being in the club and that woman is enjoying herself dancing by herself. And she won't dance with you. She finds that area in the mirror and she just has a ball. She just be dancing and you try to slide up on her and she's like, no. Even in break dancing, you don't dance with anybody. You dance one-on-one. You got to tag the man in. There's never more pressure on you than when somebody gives you that point in a breakdance line. Because now, everything now falls on you. No, they never know. And that's the thing. That's the pressure. You always got to be prepared. You could be somewhere. I'm gonna tell you right now. If I'm just randomly walking the street, I'm just minding my own business, going over to the bank or coming out of Walmart or something, and the pressure, and somebody walks through, and I've got to respond. Now the point is, first of all, you've got to catch it. You got to catch it. You gotta. The pressure of this finger. When somebody fingers you, you've got to respond. Wait, nope, that wasn't right. When someone gives you the finger, nope, nope. Whatever they give you, you got to, you know what? I'm not even going to talk about it. The point means you've got to kill it. You've got to be prepared. Second of all, you've got to know where you're going with it. You can't hold the dance in. When somebody gives you the finger, bam, you got to know where you're going. That's your first step. A lot of people mistakenly concentrate on what move they're going to go with once receiving a finger. That's not where you're going. Once you get the finger, you've got to make sure you know where you're going next. You got to find somebody to finger. Wait, nope. It's not coming out right. Nope. You got to find somebody to give it to. Nope. I'm trying to decide here. I'm not this is not coming out right now. You got to decide. Listen, the finger is like information. Fingers like information. I can tell you what, you got to have somebody to give it to, and you got to give it to the proper person every time. Now, here's the thing. The fingers like information. Sometimes you get to I'm just changing the subject. There we go. Changing the subject. Friendship is a weird thing. I've got a friend of mine. I want to know what's too much. What is too much? I had a friend of mine call me randomly. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and I think that when you have friends, you can discuss whatever's going on in your friendship relationships. I have all kinds of friends that tell me all kinds of stuff when you go and when you're really good friends. The older you get, the more open you are in your friendships. When you're young, you have friends, you don't tell them anything. But as a man, you start to share because you realize you got a lot of information you do. Health issues, men have, ladies, y'all think men don't discuss their health issues. I think men talk about their health issues way more than women do. I got homeboys that keep me up on medical issues that I don't even care about. Sometimes they let you know what's going on with them way too soon. Now, some of my friends I do. I got one friend who's currently handicapped. He only has one good leg. And he kept me up on his leg issues the whole time. Even sometimes when I didn't want to know, he just come back and be like, hey, this is what happened. I just left the doctor. Boom. I think there is a limit to what you share, though. I think there's a limit to what you share. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, called him up. I told him I went to the doctor and I was like, hey, man, went to the doctor. He's like, hey, man, what your doctor said? I said, man, nothing big. Just gave me some updates, man. Doctor really only told me stuff that I already know. And he was like, man, it's crazy because I went to the doctor today and I've got a urinary tract infection. I was like, hey, too much. That is too much. That is too much. That is too much. That is too much. There's got to be a limit. Ladies, I know y'all share everything. Whatever discharge or odor that y'all have going on, I know lady to lady, woman to woman is always, hey, Barbara, this is Shirley. What is too much to share? I sure a major diagnosis you got to go ahead and tell, the big C, anything like that. But do you ever tell somebody, ladies, do you ever tell anybody that you got a vaginal discharge? Ladies, do y'all call each other up on yeast infections? You be like, hey, girl, hey. So it's a bakery down there. Huh? Oh, okay. Love in all the wrong places? You're too young to be forgetting what you're looking for now. A UTI is something everyone can get. There's a million ways to get a UTI. And I'm sure there is. Hey, man, listen. It sounds like a good time. You go out, you buy some cranberry juice, you drink it out. But what don't you want to know? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Some things you want to keep to yourself. And one of my boys is like, hey, man, burns when I pee. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Incontinence, I don't want to know. It's one of the things that people seem to be ready to tell you is about any kind of bowel issue. If they got a bowel issue, it seems like they are ready to come to, hey, man, I ain't been able to go in weeks. Weeks? Sir, that buildup is unnatural. You're supposed to do at least 3 a day. You do at least 1 for every meal. Do 3 meals, you drop the kids off 3 times. 2 at the least. Bread and the bloomers. There's Tanya saying people should be able to freely talk about their bowels. Why? Why are we freely discussing bowels? That's just not something. First of all, to be honest, we don't even believe that women. We don't even believe that women do number 2. Women sneak the number 2. Women have never publicly just be like, hey, man, finna go drop these kids off. Look at Delisa. Delisa, that's too much. Just TMI. It's something that everybody does. Do women, though? We know that y'all, here's my thing. If a woman goes number 2, I'm just scared to think how much toilet paper is used because y'all already use 14 to 18 squares just to pee. And I believe really if you just wait a little while after you pee, let it air dry. If I was a bathroom builder, if I was Bob the bathroom builder, I would put one of them hair things when you put your hands under the air and you dry your hands after you wash your hands. I do the same thing for urine. I will put them in each of the stalls in the ladies' room. So then after you go, you just hit the button and hold your legs up and let it dry. That's what you need. Let it go. Let the air take you away. Let it air dry. Tony said air drying is nasty. First of all, why is it everywhere? You shouldn't have pee everywhere. You got pee all on your knees and thighs. It's just too much. If not, ooh, now let's talk about that one. Now that's a good one, Tanya. How do you feel about the bidet? How do you feel about the bidet? I'm gonna tell you right now. I just think, and you can say what you want to say. This may be toxic masculinity, but no man should be on that bidet. No, you shouldn't. I'm just telling y'all now, fellas, no bideting. That is it is unnatural. It is not the way God intended us to no. You have to say no to the bidet. Once you allow listen, if you use a bidet, you're what rhymes with bidet. The bidet makes you bidet. You can't do it, fellas. You lose it all. Nala, would you think less of me if I enjoyed the bidet? Do you know what a bidet is? It's not ready. Men that use a bidet fall in love with it once they open their mind. Singing so fresh and so clean. No, here's the thing, ladies, let's be honest about it. Really, every man should have just a tad bit of fecal matter back there. No man should ever wipe completely clean. You usually get clean enough that it don't show on your drawers, but we're not going for squeaky. It's too much work involved. You're doing too much, fellas. If you get it, it should be just a look. If you blue light that butt, you should be able to pick something up. Ain't nothing wrong with you being back there on that bidet. That's wrong. That bidet is back there spraying in your hind parts. Nah, it's too much. It's too much. You gotta leave a little bit because in order to get in there, to really get in there, if you going in and you sat on the toilet and you've delivered, we're definitely saying no skids. But what we're saying here is when you get back there, you go in enough to keep all of this here. We're going surface level. When you start going subterranean on your clean out, now we got problem. That's where the problems start. When you got to get in there and get subterranean, now you've done too much. Then you're doing too much. Get up in here, surface level, keep all that. But once you're doing too much. You never go full Roto-Rooter. Leave just a little behind. A little behind in your behind. It's the best way to do it. You can't go all in. You're doing too much. Doing too much, sir. If you getting deep up in there, you're now enjoying it. And now it is no longer a bathroom experience. Now get in there. Go all in. No, you don't. Men never even learn directional wiping. That's for ladies. Men never good directional wiping. You never tell a little boy which way to wipe. You never go with front to back. You just tell a boy, get in there. and men, they'll go in a circular mode, they'll wax on, wax off. You Mr. Me, I'll get back there. But you leave that bidet alone. The bidet is when you're gone too far. You go sit down somewhere, and I don't know, like other countries, I think they got the automatic bidet. You don't even get to control when the water squirts up on you. You done went into a nice gas station, nice restaurant. You done used their facilities because you couldn't hold it any longer. You tried. You go in and you go and you get down, and it's like the automatic flush. You get finished and you start to lift up to bring back up the pants, and you look to your left and your right. You don't even see any toilet paper. So you're in a panic mode, and suddenly you wake up. Suddenly, and that's it. You don't want to wake up suddenly. You wake up suddenly. It's in your butt. That's not what you want. Not in my butt, not in my butt, not in my butt, not in my butt. Bum, 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 bum. I'm just telling you. You got to say no to the bidet. The bidet is a violation of your civil rights. Now, the bidet or toilet paper. See? Toilet paper. Toilet paper too much. Back to front while your friend may have had a UTI. See, here's the problem. You shouldn't, man. This topic is really had nothing to do with what we talking about on the show, but it shouldn't be. You shouldn't be wiping that wildly that you went back to front and ended all the way in the front. You should at least stop. You got a dangling participle. You should have some kind of protection before you get in. On a solid wipe, you should hit here first. You should never get all the way up to here. Who's wiping all the way up to their belly button? You can't. That's over wipage. This is too much. Only front to back. I know that for the ladies. You got front to back. All right, we get how y'all got to go in. We understand what y'all talking about. Faulty wiping. You shouldn't be able to get all the way up there. You shouldn't be able to get up there. Today's question, today's show was never too much. With the topic of the day being Wednesday, is there too much? And where is the limit? When is it too much? Ladies, y'all are in here. Too much. When is it too much? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Too much. Marche says it depends. Luther said it's never too much. Wipe it till the TP is white. If it's white, if it's white is right. Marche says the whole foot, 12. The Jarrett. The Subway, if you may. The Subway, if you may. You can always count on Marche to answer the question. Everybody else is still trying to act like they were talking about the question beforehand. So 12. Tanya still talking about the Subway. 12. Like this is what you get. This is what you got. Marche said, there we go. All here. It's a long time. That's a lot. Marche, 8 to 12. So 13, we've gone too far. So if we're not going there, Monica said, if we're not going there, at least come here. Yeah, let's go, guys. I know your husband. All right, let's go with it. Yeah, That's where we at right there, Tony. Average. What is the average? What is the average? Let's go and ask Twitter, and then ask Google, and then go ahead and get rid of my. I don't know what centimeters. This is gonna be hilarious. We gonna look this up. Oh, all right. Have a great day. Enjoy work. Don't work. Is today your last day? Your last day of work? No. You're gonna work extra on your last day of work? Well, fine. I love you. I love you. Ouch. Love you. Have a great day. You too. See you later. I'll do what I can. This is what we looked up. We decided to go and look it up. Katrina not asking for a lot. Katrina says we're going to average by country, a worldwide comparison. Somebody has gone to every country and looked it up. Of all countries, the average size is 13.5. The Tallywackle, I can talk freely now. I got my daughter out the room. I can't just be sitting around here talking about Tallywackles in front of my daughter. I don't want my daughter to be intrigued by Tallywackles. Well, I don't want her to be intrigued by ice cream sandwiches either. I don't want her to want those. But I can't just sit here and have open Tallywackle talk in front of my daughter. Over all countries, the average size of a Tallywackle is about 13.58 centimeters. Let's see what that is in inches. 13.5. And now fellas, I think that's what we should do from now on. We should never refer to it in inches. Because we like, hey, look, they be like, what you got? I'd be like 13.58. 13.58 centimeters is 5.346 inches. That's the average size over all countries. It's 5.346. The longest one is 17.61 and can be carried by men in Ecuador. So, ladies, if you're looking for spelunking, and that's an average of 6.9 inches. The average length in Cambodia is only 10.04. And that's 3.9 inches. Cambodia they're not getting it in Cambodia. Ecuador leads the league. 17.61, about 1.67 meters of height. Oh, so it's like 10% of their height. I don't even see America on the list. Ecuador, Cameroon, Bolivia, Senegal. There's Canada. Y'all drive on up north. Canada, all these places coming in before the United States. Where? Maybe they just didn't include the United States. Oh, there we way down there. Fellas, we think we swinging here in the United States. It's not. Look at all these countries: France, Angola, Egypt, Zimbabwe, the Ivory Coast, Sweden, Honduras, Hungary, Mexico. Huh? Well, little Juan Valdez bring a little more than coffee. Huh? Serbia, Belgium, the Democratic Republic of the Congo. We knew that. We knew that one. That's Africa. There you go. New Zealand, North Macedonia, Israel, Afghanistan, United States, then Japan. And we barely beating Japan. On average, 13.58 out here. 5.3 inches. That's the average. Stay out of Ecuador. Listen, we not doing good in America. We way down on the list. America, we like to think we number one for stuff, but we wait. Finland, they swinging bigger meat in Finland. Who's down here at the bottom? Cambodia, all the way down at the bottom. Philippines, Sri Lanka, all these Asian countries. We knew that. We knew them. We knew in Asia it won't swing it. So the average is 5.346. I'm gonna have to go. Well, I can't do it. I ain't gonna do it over here I can't do it on screen. I don't have accurate measurements. The men stopped commenting. Hilarious. They did. The men was like, we out of here. So I don't know. So now what does that mean? What are y'all doing then, ladies? What is how deep is your love? In case you were wondering, I looked it up. I want us to know. Ladies, here it is. I looked it up. The average depth, cervical depth, between 3 and 7 inches. It's an organ that is designed to accommodate both childbirth and, however, she is experiencing pain during sex to what she perceives as a shallow vagina. She should talk to her doctor. How deep is it? Size and appearance. The depth and appearance varies greatly between individuals. They're all different. Ladies, you can't go in there spelunking. What is too much though, ladies? We've seen the averages. We've seen the numbers. What is too much? All right. So we don't want to talk about size. What is too much? Joyce says, I need a foot long. Wow. We're not talking about hot dogs here, people. A whole foot, 12 inches. The men have left the building too. We had a whole lot of men in here at first. Keith is the only one that stays in here. Keith the only one standing strong. Ladies, what is too much as far as frequency? Let's talk frequency. Let's talk time. At what point have you checked out mentally? How long are we going in here pumping and sweating? What is the time frame? What is the time frame? 3 minutes? 5? 7? I'm staying in odd numbers. 9? 30? And when does the clock start? That's a great question. I always hear people talking about, don't give me no 2-minute man, blah, 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 blah. When does the clock start? Does it start upon the initiation, the foreplay? I remember saying, I'm only going to give you 6 minutes and 4 of those are going to be play. Lisa says, I need long, fat, and round. And for him to know the vagina, they should study it so they'll know what to do to make it explosive. Interesting. I'm concerned. I don't know. I have never, so I don't know where to go with it. 30 to an hour. 30 to an hour. But is that all inclusive? Or are we just talking meat to meat? Tanya said I gotta go to work. I apologize. I'm sorry. Now, Marche, you're saying 30 to an hour. Are we talking this? Is this just meat to meat action? 30 to an hour? Ridiculous. Oh, all inclusive. Okay, all inclusive. That's fine. All inclusive. The hour's a bit much. The 30 can be all inclusive. An all inclusive 30 is fine. But Joyce says, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Let me tell you something. Marche, you exercise, you do work. You not this right 30 minutes? No. You start thinking about a good, you can't do the wobble for 30 minutes without passing out, getting tired. 30? 30 minutes to an hour? There's no way. If you get on the cardio, if you get on a treadmill and walk for 30 minutes, you finna die. You can't do it. Roller coasters are fast for a reason. They get in, give you the thrill, and they get out. Now, Michelle says 15, not all inclusive. Give her a solid 15. A pumping and a sweating? This is why I remain a virgin, because y'all be wanting too much. 15 minutes of a pump and sweat. I'm gonna have to put a CPAP machine on, an asthma pump nearby. 15. Here's the thing. So let me ask you this. Can the time be shorter if he gets you there faster? I think that's the goal. If you get a guy that can come in 4 pumps and you've exploded. If he gets in, pop, 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 and you if he's got the magic stick. Keith said you can drive to Richmond in an hour. That's a good point. Anybody got time for that? Michelle said that's why I go ahead and I ride. And let me just be honest with you. Y'all ladies talk that talk. Y'all ain't in that kind of shape. Y'all say what y'all want to. Y'all ain't taking a 15-minute ride. That's from here to the mall. That's a long time. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all talk it. But the older you get, them knees and them areas, they not prepared for that. Y'all ain't ready for it. Y'all can't do it. Say what y'all want to say. Y'all talk a great game, ladies. Y'all talk a great game, but them knees is not ready. They is not ready for all that action. Listen, I think an all-inclusive of 5 minutes is enough. All-inclusive, 5 minutes. Everybody get what they want and move out. I'm a comedian. I already know what 15 minutes is. I've done that. That's a long time. Letitia says it seems like a long time, but it be short. You say what you want to say, Tisha. Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say, Letitia. Tell you what, give them 5. I already know as a virgin. I already know when I finally get some, 37 seconds. That's my biggest fear. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, but that's my fear. That when I finally lose this virginity, my body's not gonna be used to it. It's not something that I've done before. So when I finally get in there, I just feel like it's gonna be instantaneous. I think we're gonna get in. There it is. That's it. That's it. That's all I think that's all I'm gonna have. Now, sneaky sex, I don't know what that is. I think that's a SVU case tab when you don't know what's coming, and then it's coming when you don't know what's coming. Tisha, thank you. This may be your first time watching the show, but everybody knows that I'm a virgin. Everybody on the show knows I'm a virgin. I know you didn't. You may not have known, but yeah, that's it. When you're doing it right, you're not even thinking about the time. I get now. That's the next question, Dolores. We talking rounds. 3 rounds? That is an amateur boxing fight. Matter of fact, that's your first professional fight. When you come out as a professional boxer, your first fight is gonna be 3 rounds. Tisha, what lies are we talking, Tisha? I don't even know if. Well, then welcome to the club. I got it. Why are you checking your watch? Now I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think when I finally get me some, I'm gonna put my Apple Watch on my arm. I'm getting those steps or that cardio, that heart rate, whichever one it is. I'm getting credit for that work. The lies falling out of my way. What lies am I telling, Letitia? Hey, you know what? We can't have you come in here slandering. You're bordering on getting blocked. Your comments are gonna be blocked, and you're not gonna be able to block again. It's cardio. Yeah, I give you that. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, all inclusive, is good enough. 8 minutes if you're making love. I just don't know when I finally get in, and as a first timer, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to get in though. I can only imagine. That's it. I don't know. When I first get in, first time, first time has got to be and go. I said 5 minutes, all inclusive. That's some foreplay, a peck here, kiss here, get down to business. Lisa said that would just make me mad. But not if you don't, not if you get into a time warp. If everything is just happening, you don't know what's going on. Boom. All right. So 5 minutes, 3 rounds. Michelle agrees. Marche. Eight is solid. I believe the television writer said 8 is enough. If you get in that time warp, you don't even know how much time has passed. You don't need them in there doing too much. Your hair is valuable, ladies. You don't want to sweat out what's been going on in there. All inclusive, like Sandals Resort. You get in there, you don't know. Let me make sure the rose is charged. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, fellas. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you've given it all you've got, let her walk off into the bathroom. When you enter in, you make it your home. Ain't nobody staying. I believe it's a short-term rental. You're not making that house your home. Tisha, wow. Wow. That's a lot of work. Buy, then buy, fop. That's what you go for. Fop. And I'm learning a lot from you, Letitia. Thank you for showing up on a Wednesday. Marche has never given instructions in letter work. So you got to start with FOP, the FOP, not the Fraternal Order of Police, foreplay, oral penetration. Does the lay down after count? If you got to end up snuggling, does that count? FOP. Foreplay, oral penetration. Remember the letters, ladies. FOP. Fellas, FOP. FOP. Get in your FOP, foreplay, open. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna have a little note when I finally get my first taste. I'm gonna have a note written on my hand, FOP, so I'll know what to do, and I'm gonna check with you one of them all. She's gonna think it's weird, but it's gonna be what I need to do. Foreplay or FOP. All right. We're gonna go ahead and learn. We've learned something today. FOP is important. America, for America, way down on the list. We ain't swinging in America like we thought we was. Our Rockies are not leaving a red glare. I'm gonna tell you that. All right. And if you want the bomb to be bursting in air, FOP. Oh, Tab says FOP. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We gonna have to discuss FOP because you going oral penetration. So you going out, back, and in? Oh, I can't imagine. I can't imagine for either part. So for the lady, oh no, I can't go back in there after. No, there's got to be a complete cleansing after that. I can't go in. I can't enter into the gates with Thanksgiving, and then you come back on. That's a no. Oh, okay. FOPOPOP. Okay. I think there can be no more O after the P. They, I, there can't be a second O. There's got to be a process before there's a second O. You FOPOP? Oh, that second O. I think you can go FOPF. I think FOPF. I think you can go FOPFP. But that FOPOP. Oh man, Rhea Jones Cuff is a strong Christian woman. It gets weird in here on Wednesdays. It gets weird in here on Wednesdays, Rhea. You as strong as a Christian woman as you are, you probably shouldn't be in here. You should know how interesting. I'm gonna be honest with you. As a man, I have no idea, and I wouldn't know how I would find out how I knew. I don't know if any man in here knows he's never got to the Tootsie Roll center of his own Tootsie Pop. I just don't think that's true, teacher. I have no idea how any of this works, so I'm learning. I'm just saying, for her question, you should know how you taste before he knows. So you out here pre-tasting. Is that something women do? I got in the show. I had no idea y'all was out there Jane Sam's clubbing yourself. Good morning, Jennifer. I did not know that y'all was out there sampling yourself. I mean, I gotta get out of it. We almost did an hour today. Almost did an hour. Ladies is out here. Let Yeah, I mean, if you OPO, you gonna know. But you was like, you should know how you taste first. Like who? When is you? Are you going through every night? Is it like they do at the pool where you get a little taste and you just try to make sure the pH balance is right and you keep the little scale up? Oh yeah, you got to cut PJ off. PJ can't listen on Wednesdays. That boy PJ and Rhea Cuffy can't listen. Rhea's too strong of a Christian. Her anointing will be changed. That OPO, I'm gonna have to do more research on the OPO. I've learned something today. I thought the UTI was bad, but now OPO, if it's rotten, no OPO. But how you know it's rotten? I just feel like I can't. If I'm on, let's put it all on the table. If I'm already uncomfortable about a bidet, I don't think I wanna. Because once I put it in there, now I'm in there. Then I go back in there. As this, oh no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Rena, I'm worried about your salvation. That's why I keep saying we can't talk about. I mean, you know that the gentle aromas. You get it. Because wait, once you go, I hey man, today's show was today's show. Today's show was a today's show, and I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I've been scarred by today's show. Once you dip, that's it. Jennifer, I understand what Jennifer's saying. Once I've entered, we've got a time frame before anything can happen. I think if the man goes and he enjoys a meal at the Vagina Donna, it needs to be a while before he goes up on a kiss or any of these things. But if he's decided to go out to eat in the restaurant, they got to clean the table off before you go back to eat at that table again. You can't go back to that table and eat to if I were to go in a restaurant and eat at that table and go back out, they not letting me come back in until that table's been cleaned. And I know I was the one that ate there, but they gonna clean that table off first. Y'all just like they don't even go in and clean. Don't even clean the table. You came in, you already ate here. Then you went outside and you had a good time. You come right back on in. We kept the same table for you. We ain't moved nothing around. The plates are still here, dishes are still here. Jacket the OP was for old people. Hilarious. And so we FOP, OP. All right. Y'all saying it's okay to FOP, OP. Gabe says it's too much on this Wednesday. If he having his meal, I'm good with kissing who's eating. Okay. That immediately means you tasted you. I don't want to taste me. I'm gone. Rhea, I'm sorry. I know you. I listen. I know. I know. I know how you are, Rhea. Real shy. So I know you a strong Christian woman. I'm sorry to bring you in on this. It's crazy. I just got if anybody's coming back in, we talked about the order of operations. So we had please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That was the order of operations in math. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, adding, subtracting. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. The order of operations. Apparently, there's a sexual order of operations: foreplay, oral, penetration. Letitia told us that. Then I thought that was it, but somebody said the actual order of operations is FOPOP. Foreplay, oral, penetration, back to oral, back to penetration. Rhea, don't try to deny your good Christian roots. Real Joe. And see, because of this conversation, I can't tell everybody you got a microphone in your hand. I was going to say Rhea is one of the best I've ever seen on the microphone. But in this conversation, people are taking it the wrong way. But Rhea is actually an amazing singer. Amazing. Keith Ball is in here too. He's an amazing singer too. Rhea is a. If I just took a choir out of some of the members of this chat, it would be great. But if I talk about you singing on the microphone in this particular group on today, they would take it the wrong way. The only time FOPOP don't work is when you're knocking at the back door. You know what? I'm out. It's been a great day. I'm going to church. I didn't even mean to go, but I'm going right now. Getting my soul straight. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. I can't do this no more. Men eat lots of fruit so that your climate. Now we're going into climax flavoring. I don't. I'm so uncomfortable. I am so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. I'm gone. So uncomfortable. Now we talking about the different flavors. I'm Baskin Robbins out here. I got 31 different flavors. I'm out. Love y'all. See y'all.